Don't blink, it's your boy Ying. Welcome to Commentary Show. Continuing walks are having a wonderful day on this glorious, can I get a glorious 29 September 2025. Tomorrow, 30th, then is the first of the month. What am I celebrating? It's just another day. Just found myself wanting to do some memes. Give me toilet. Today, we are trying to use humor as a coping mechanism because we are dealing with grief. Now, before we even start, okay, no, oh, I got a pimple. Oh, I got a pimple. Another part of the grief. Goodbye, Simon. You shall be popped. Another part of the grief. So don't worry, nobody is dead. As much as I know, possibly somebody is dead because people die in the world every single minute of the day. So why don't you take advantage of that knowledge to be nice to your neighbor and do a good action, because you never know when it's your turn, right? And no, my cat didn't die a horrible death because I don't own a cat. But if I did, it would be the freaking king in the world, and he would be the feline overlord that takes over Tibet in about a month and a half. You gotta fabricate a plant, right? So yes, we're using humor as a coping mechanism because we lost somebody or we lost a relationship today. So as you guys know, for the last 2 months, I've been watching a lot of corn, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I've been seeing governmental employees, right? So the first one, because we're seeing two of them, and then what you're saying, hey, just seeing two, isn't a loss of valuable resources of the government of Quebec? And my answer is possibly, but most likely I'm going to be a functioning member of society, and you see the potential in here. I'll be the next Terry Fox. If you don't know who Terry Fox is, you're missing out. Amazing story. And today, one of them, she told me like a month ago. And again, me and my great memories. She told me like a month ago, you know what? I'm not gonna be around for a while. I'm going back to school because I want to work with kids. She wants to work with what's the DPJ in English? Child Protection Services, so CPS. DPJ, which is Département Protection de la Jeunesse, which is the French version of what I just said. And I didn't know it was today. So today was the last time we saw each other, and it was kind of really cool because on one hand she's like, hey, on one hand she's like, did you meet the other one? How do you feel about the other one? Is the other one's is she treating you good, but also are you interested in the help she has to give? And I'm like, I feel bad talking about your coworker in front of you, because then the question is, who's your favorite coworker? It's like my mom and my dad saying, hey, I have something for you, but your mom also has something for you. So who do you choose? And then there's no answer. Right? What you do is you hide in your room, you wait until both of them look for you. Then if you can, you grab both at the same time. That way, like, ha, suckers, I caught you both. So then she was talking about it, and at the same time, it was kind of weird. But then I realized that she was talking about it because she wanted to make sure that it was okay when she left, which is really sweet. So today, and ultimately speaking, it was such a weird relationship because it was a person that was there to help me build CV and a person that was there to help me build a resume, which is the same thing. CV and resume is the same thing, but also with interviews, which it's kind of crazy because like, I had the same job for the last 4 months. And the reason why we're looking for work is because it's not putting money in our pockets the way it should be. It's a job. It should pay for the bills, but it's not paying for bills. So there's a problem somewhere, right? And I love Bono from YouTube, but I love Bono from YouTube, but I'm not pro Bono. You know? So when it was the time for building CV, I'm like, my CV didn't change. But then you don't think that your CV is complete shit. And then she helps you build a CV. And then by miraculous, when she gives you the CV, you get calls and calls and calls and calls. Then maybe, if they know that I have right now, if they saw my CV, they would have been like, yo, this guy is straight up ass, bro. F that. I'm just gonna stop something, and we're gonna stop la 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 la. because we have an event that's finishing very soon, and I want to do it. I want to do it. I wanted a lot of energy today, and we're not even energy drinks in. I'm just in a good mood. I'm just in a good mood because, well, I don't want to talk about it too much because it's personal, but let's just say that we help somebody that's deserving of love and help, and she is grateful, and she noticed that I'm trying to help, and it's very sweet because at the same time, yes, it's a tough situation, and it's a tough situation that I don't know how to solve, but she knows that I'm making an effort, and she's grateful for the effort. So I'm grateful for that, right? And I'm appreciative of the fact that she's grateful for that because at the same time, it is the truth. Forgot to buy the Evan Pass, Evan Boost, 810 metal Schlack. We got antenna, and we got globalization, which is what? Which is tower damage 2%. Don't need it. Tower health 5%. I do need this. Yo necesito mucho más. I need this a lot. And we're gonna go with linger range. Okay. So now we need to do this, but I also need to do this. So we're gonna be canceling that. I'm sorry. The tower is a priority of the hermano in vendetta. The priority of your brother in vendetta. Yeah. So even with the resume, if I can do something, I can talk. Oh, that I can do. Oh, if they had an Olympic for talker, I'd be runner up. I'd be fourth position. I didn't quite make it into the podium, but I still got a nice medal. Now, I know what you're asking me. Ink, what is the medal for fourth place in Olympics? And this is a very good question. Because I'm going to tell you secrets. I don't know. I've never been in fourth position. Right? I don't know. But if I did, I would tell you. It's made of vibranium. Oh, I'm broke. Ooh, I just said no to giving to a good cause. Fuck, dude. That makes me feel bad. I feel bad about that. You were dumb. I'm walking on sun. Hyperactivity takes over me like crazy. So what do we need to do? We need to do like no. Got globalization and antenna. Gucci. What do we do? Don't give up. I'm walking it up. Please don't give in. I won't let you down. The rest with us. Need a second to breathe. Just keep calling my name. Hey, what do you want from me? Shit. This is bad, bro. It's tier 7. Are you kidding me? I don't know if I can do it. This is bad. Shit. La mierda. So, with the interview, I thought it was brilliant. But then we talk, and I'm realizing that she asking me a simple question. This is not even a situation where there is a job at the end of the tunnel. There is a job at the end of the tunnel. What a weird thing to say. It's not even a case of, there's be motivated because there's something at the end, right? It's not even that case. It's just a person that wants to help me by doing a mock interview and practicing, and I'm freezing in front of her, and I'm like, holy shit. And I'm asking myself, did I freeze in front of other people? Because I'll be honest with you, I've had a bunch of unsuccessful interviews. I was like, okay, well, they looked at me and they said, oh, this is a fat fuck, PFF, fat fuck, and because it's a fat fuck, we're not gonna hire him. But what if it was just an excuse? And in reality, you're like, no, dude, that's not true. You just fucked it up, you know? And then you realize that maybe this is an excuse that I've been using for a while. And you realize that was possibly the case. Some job, that was possibly the case. But was it the end all be all of why I was hired or not? No. And I realized I was I was nervous, I had anxiety, and I was really uncomfortable. But she just asked me a couple questions, which is, again, to help me, you know? And it was nice because I kind of needed that. I need to be aware of my lack and my weaknesses. Which, oh my god, the poetic out of this, the poetic. And yes, it's complex also because, you go there and like, okay, well, my goal is to find a job, and I think in 22 years I'm good enough to have a job as entry level at least, right? So you're not sure as to why you need the help, but then you have the help, and it's amazing because you're like, okay, well, fuck, this is more helpful than I thought, right? It's to give the chance to everybody, right? And it's I know it wasn't forever, but today was the end, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna miss this. I still have so much to learn. I felt like, oh my god, I shouldn't say that, but fuck it. I felt like Obi-Wan Kenobi when Qui-Gon Jinn died. Since I didn't have some Anakin, there wasn't a red guy with some horns fighting me, and I didn't have to tell the council that I would teach a kid that I wasn't supposed to teach. So I don't know why I feel like Anakin, like Obi-Wan, but I do feel like Obi-Wan. Being serious because fuck the jokes, right? For a second, at least. It's tough. It's tough. Because you think that you found it like sort of a crutch, sort of a crutch, right? And you're walking with that crutch, and you're walking with that crutch, and you're walking better and better, and now you're not walking, you're walking fast, and you're almost running. A couple more thing, and you're running, right? And then they said, you know what? We have decided that you don't need this crutch anymore. And your first reaction is fear. You're like, okay, well, I didn't have this I can't. I need this, right? And it's crazy because when you look at the 5 stages of grief, fear is one of them, right? So yeah. Anyway, just wanted to come on here to talk about this. Am I gonna be okay? Yes. And even if I wasn't, the world keeps going on, which is something that I stole from Dwight Schrute, my master. I am his Padawan when it comes to the art of growing beets. A little bit of a Star Wars reference because I possibly watched Star Wars today. If you were wondering where all the Star Wars references come from, maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody watched the movie today. And if you were thinking that maybe somebody watched them today, you'd be sort of right? So yeah, so, and again, you see, if I make a lot of jokes, it's because I'm uncomfortable. And that's a bigger testament than whatever I was saying. Anyway, I love you guys, take it easy. Peace, let's go TikTok live.